Hello, welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is Titus and Nyla. That's how you talk.
What's going on, everybody? It's
Ashley and Nyla
and Titus, and we are back with another video. All right, what's going on, everybody, man? First, I want to start out with this video, man, by saying thank you so much for everybody who has subscribed. Like, our channel is growing, man, and we've experienced up and down and experienced, good times and bad times with the channel, but it's going well now.
First
on the
of all,
road.
Sorry to interrupt. Look at his eyebrows I just did. And mine, I just did mine. But look at them. Get closer.
Wait, please.
Yeah, they look good. They were a little messed up.
So we are nearing 600 subscribers. Just reached 500 last month, so it's crazy that we already, well, I should say 550, almost at 550. Let's just keep growing, man. So if you're watching this video, you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications, man. We really would appreciate it. It would be much appreciated. So with that being said, and also we just hit 100,000 channel views. That is spectacular, man. So I'm really appreciative for everyone. That is a big milestone. So I'm just so appreciative for everyone who has viewed our videos, gave it a watch. We really appreciate that. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and dive into the topic for today.
I got my nails done.
We are gonna go ahead and dive into the topic for today. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about, the title, should a woman, housewife, stay-at-home mom, whatever you want to call it, do 100% of the household chores and cooking? This is an important topic to talk about because honestly, it is huge in a marriage. So far, I have learned that, and from people that, growing up in a household where I had my mom and my father until he passed away, and also, experiencing a lot of couples around me that were married and going over the houses and such, I realized how important it is to be on the same page when it comes to getting the things done around the house. So the question is, will a woman do 100% of the household chores and cleaning? Now, the reason why I worded like this is because typically a woman takes on the majority of the household chores, and the things that need done around the house. Typically, even especially back then, but even in today's world, it is still typical for a woman to do so more than a man, right? Even in households where the woman works, a lot of times on average, men work more hours than women. So quite naturally, that woman is going to be home more, right? So quite naturally, they're going to do more of the chores. But we are familiar with people who thinks that a woman should do 100% of the chores. And also, I know few people and have heard of people who say that, or who dudes who are with a woman, and let's say he works full time and she is a stay-at-home mom or a housewife. And on today's world, that term is offensive to a lot of people. But when I say housewife, I just mean that a woman who is married and doesn't have any kids. That's all I'm saying. And it doesn't work. That's what I mean by that, in which there's plenty of them in the United States, right? So what I'm saying is, I have actually known people and heard stories where the woman did absolutely nothing the whole day while the man was he came home, house look a mess, dishes not in the sink, and he's working his butt off at his job, and the wife is at home just watching TV all day, right? So I've seen it from both, women who do 0% in their at home, and women who do 100% in their at home. So we're going to break this down, or I've heard of people who said that a woman should do 100%. If they're at home. So we're going to break this down and kind of explain to you our view on this. So babe, let me go ahead and ask you this question. Should a woman do 100% if she's at home? If she's at home, should a woman do 100% of the chores and cooking? Go ahead.
No. Because, first of all, I am very about this topic. This topic just gets me going. My eyes burn. Oh, what if I got wax in them? But anyways, first of all, it takes two people to dirty a house. Okay? I'm not the one that just eats. I'm not the one that cooks all the time.
Great point.
So why would I be the only one to clean after?
Great point.
After both messes, you know?
Great point.
I need a break too, you know. I work 4 to 5 days a week. And yes, I work shorter shifts, but I'm exhausted too. I need a break. So it's not fair to a woman to do everything over and over when there's two people in the house. It's like babysitting. Like, I'm not gonna just sit here and be your mom. I'm not your mom. I'm your wife.
Sure.
You know, like, it's your house too. You should help, you know. Yes, I will admit I do more because I'm here more. But he makes sure he helps on the days he's off. You know, even if it's just like doing the dishes or whatever. But like, I absolutely do not agree that, even if you're a stay-at-home mom, I absolutely do not agree that it's just a woman's job. It's both of your responsibility, you know, like, you know, it shouldn't be just up to one person.
Absolutely. Now, that is she brought out some phenomenal points. One thing that really stuck out to me that my wife said was, let's break this down. She said, it's you all both dirty the house. You all both dirty the dishes. You all both, you know what I'm saying? Man, that's just, when you look at it from that perspective, it's like, okay, I'm a grown person, so I'm going to have responsibilities, right? So I probably should help out around the house, even if my wife, my woman, is home more. She could be home much more if she doesn't work, right? So, man, that's profound when you look at it from that perspective. That's one thing I got from that. So she kind of covered, for an example of a woman who works herself and an example of a woman who doesn't work, right? There's still going to be things for that man to do, right? So that's a beautiful point that she brought up. Now, I'm gonna answer the question. Babe, ask me the question.
I'm sorry.
Babe, ask me the question.
What did I ask you?
What I asked you.
I don't remember.
Okay, so should a woman do 100% of the household chores?
Should a woman do 100%
And cooking.
and cook? Sorry, I forgot that fast.
I'm just messing with you. So
I like zoned out.
here's my response to that. This is a subject that is imperative for you to talk about early on.
If you don't communicate with
Imperative.
that, it's fight.
Imperative. It's imperative for you to discuss and decide early on in your marriage.
Not even to stop a relationship,
Right.
to live into each other before you get married.
Sure. Yes. Absolutely.
Because if you
Now,
don't talk about it, they're not going to be on the same page, and it's going to cause arguments.
absolutely. Now, people come from different backgrounds, right? Okay. Let's say you take somebody who came from a household where the dad, he just didn't do nothing, right? He worked 40, 45 hours a week at a mine or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to throw an example out there of a really, tough job, maybe a warehouse or something, just down on your body, right? And the mom, that child saw their mom do nearly everything that was household chores, right? Now,
I want Nyla to be in it more. She's not
well, honey,
really in it.
it needs to be straight. Okay, now, let's say you take somebody from a household where the father, he helped out a lot. Now, she was just they stay-at-home mom, but she did the things, you know what I mean? And the dad still helped out a lot, right? So they come from two different backgrounds. So you're going to have to talk about those things early on, right? You're going to have to discuss those things and kind of try to figure it out, because you have people that's coming from two different backgrounds, and they may go into the marriage not even talking about that, and then they just expect it to go a certain way, and it doesn't go that way, and then it causes, like my wife said, arguments and fights, right? Disagreements, right? So that's why the first thing I will say of this is something that is very imperative for you to talk about early on, or even before you get married, right?
I did a good
Now,
job on your eyebrows.
yes, you did. Now, second thing I will say is, it's absolutely not going to fall 100% on a woman, whether she is a stay-at-home mother or not, or housewife or not. It is not going to. And I'm going to break this down to you why. So my wife, hey.
I actually find it kind of offensive when people say that, oh, you're a female, you should be in the kitchen, you should be cleaning. Because that's a stereotype.
So
You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Now I will say this, quite naturally, actually, that's why people have said that, because naturally, a woman does, because there's something, and I'll explain why. There's something that. Hey. It's time for you to go to sleep, so you're filming this video late. Because, and this is why this topic is so important, it needs to be talked about. And this is exactly why I'm putting in the title 100%, right? Because the percent matters. Now, I shouldn't say the percent matters, but I should say the sharing of the load matters, right? I shouldn't say percent, right? You don't want to compare percents and how you're doing in marriage and stuff like that. I'm just saying sharing the load, making sure everything is done, right? In the household, right? This is why this is so important to talk about. Because, like my wife said, women take offense when you say, "Oh, you're supposed to be cooking. You're supposed to be."
That's a turn off.
But one of the reasons that it is because there's one thing that a man should always be if he has a family, and that is a provider. So if he's providing and always providing, which he always should be doing. Side note, young women, don't you ever get with a man who doesn't work.
To an extent.
Now.
Because there's things that maybe men can't, maybe the guy can't work.
Well, yeah, but that's in a very rare case.
Okay, but you shouldn't say it always works, because...
Well, I'm saying if the man is capable of working, a man should always work. That's just... So. Yeah, no, that's... I just assume that's what people would... But if a man is able to work, he should always work. Never get with a man that doesn't have a job, okay? Doesn't bring money in, because a man's job is to provide for his family. Now, if a woman wants to help out, sure, that's fine. But a man's job, let's settle this right now. A man's job is first and foremost is to provide for his family and put a roof over their heads and feed them. That's just what a man's supposed to do, right? Now, because he's probably going to be working full-time 40 hours a week, that's why, people say, oh, women are most likely going to work. But you shouldn't. But I don't agree that you should say that. That's why I'm talking about this. I'm not agreeing that you should say. And a woman may work full-time too, right? So you're going to have to decide how you're going to share the load there. But most women on average take care of their children or don't work as many hours as their man, right? So that's why I'm saying, it's looked upon as, the woman is going to do the majority of the household chores, but the man should help out. This is what I'm getting at now. The man should help out. And I'm explaining to you why. Staying at home and taking care of the household is very stressful and very taxing on a woman's body if she so chooses to do so. right? If that's what you all agree upon when you all get married, that she's going to stay home, that she's going to, you know what I mean? Then it's very taxing on a woman's body, right? So I'm going to date back to when I worked at Walmart and my wife stayed at home. Now my wife did a majority of the. I would come home, the house would be clean. I'm like, wow,
I would do
it's
like
phenomenal.
99%.
Yeah, right. So she did most of the chore. Why? Because I was working 40 hours a week.
Now there's days
Now-
I didn't want to because I was pregnant.
Yeah, sure. Now my days off, then I would do things around the house, or we would do things together. But I would a lot of times I would wake up early on my days off and just tidy up the house a little bit, just help out. If there was dishes in the sink, I'd do the dishes. The floor needs swept. The floor needs swept. Responsibilities, especially on my days off. And there was even some days I got home from work. She prepared the meal. I said, you know what, babe? I'll put the food up.
I miss those hours.
I'll put the food up. You know what I mean? I'll wash the dishes tonight. I got it. You take a break. It's whatever needs done in the house. Make sure it gets done. Right? And this is another thing that comes to my mind. You can even designate chores to one another. Right? Or agree upon designating chores. So me personally, what do I do? Fold the clothes? I fold the clothes. My wife folds the towels and Nyla's clothes.
Although I've been getting really bad about not folding the towels lately, but I've been so busy.
Well, it's cool. It's cool. I took care of them last time.
No, I feel bad.
But well, yeah, it happens. There's been plenty of times where I haven't folded the clothes and you picked up my slack. So that's how it works, man.
Yeah, I do the dishes 99% of the time.
That's another thing. See, that's another
I
thing.
hate them.
Right. Oh yeah, and there's gonna be chores that you hate. But it's a household and he's done. There's chores I don't like doing.
But also, I don't like having the dishes in the sink, so I just whenever
So you do it. So you just do it.
My clean freakness side pops up and makes me do it.
Yeah. So most of the time my wife will sweep around the house, right?
Hey, Bob.
So she's designated to have most of the chores. Why? Because she's home more, right? You have to base it off of your marriage, base it off of your relationship. That's what I'm trying to get at. So obviously, if you have a woman who is a housewife or a stay-at-home mom, she's probably going to do 80 to 90% of the chores. If the man is, working 40 hours a week, or just working, full time, more than likely that woman should do 80 to 90% of the chores. You telling me a man work 40 hours a week, got to come home and then do 100% of the chores, and she just chilling watching TV? No. Or a woman do 100% of the chores, even if she is a stay-at-home mom, and a dude, when he gets home and on his off days, he just sitting up eating popcorn, chilling and watching TV. No, that's not how it works. You have to work as a cohesive unit. Whatever needs done, you get it done. If I wake up earlier than my wife and she sleeps in until 8 or 9 and I wake up at 5:30 in the morning, if I see the dishes need done, I'm getting them done. That's just how it works. That's called responsibility. Now, she's going to do 80, 90% of them quite naturally because she's home more, but I'm still going to put in the 10-20%. So 100% gets done. That's how it works, Now, another thing was that if a woman works full time as well, then it may be you all split your chores. I don't know. You just have to work it out for you. But there's never a time where one another should do 100% of the chores. There's never, and the cooking. There's never, and cooking is tiring. You make a meal that takes an hour and a half, 2 hours to cook. There's some meals that take that long. It's tiring. You get hot. The kitchen gets hot.
There's a mess everywhere.
There's a mess. Then you eat. Then you got to put the dinner away, clean up the dinner, sweep, mop the floor, wash the dishes. It's a 2-3 hour process. There's no way that 100% of that should fall. And folding the towels, washing the dishes, putting dinner away, cooking dinner. What else? Sweeping the floors, right? Vacuuming, cleaning the bathrooms, mopping. There's no way 100% of that should fall on one individual in the marriage. That's crazy.
Every time I cook, he always puts the food up if there's any left over. I can't even tell you the last time I put food up, to be honest, because I cook all the time.
Right, but that's how we choose to do it, though. You have to choose how to do it in your marriage.
Another thing I won't clean is the bathrooms. I refuse.
I take care of the bathrooms. Now the bathrooms, I don't do it every day or every week. Do them every once, maybe every 3-4 weeks. I'll really clean the bathrooms really good, But that's on me.
The only thing, I usually sweep and mop the downstairs one when I do the kitchen.
Right.
But deep clean, nope.
Yep. I take the trash out.
He won't let me.
It's just, queen should never get dirty. It's just, and then that may be controversial, but that's just how I feel. It's my queen right here, and I prefer that if anybody gets dirty, it's me, not her. So, that's just us. If you want to take the trash out and you're a woman and that's how y'all do things.
I don't want to, so
but that's how y'all do things. But that we over here, nah. But
I get mad if I would have to take the trash out.
But yeah, and I mean, just like I took the trash out earlier, there was grease. That was, I think, some grease or something. I don't know what it was, but it was spilling out. I'm like, nah, my wife, no, she never doing this, no. But that's just us, right? But things have to get done around the household. They have to get done around the household. But you have to decide in your marriage how that is going to work. We decided how it was going to work.
I mean, there's nothing wrong if
we chose the method of designating different chores.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
And you're good. And we also decided that because my wife is home more, quite naturally, she's going to take care of most of the household chores and also the cooking, right? That's just, especially me. I mean, I work till 7:00 p.m. I work from 9 to 7. What's that? 2 days a week, and then 9 to 6 2 days a week, and then 9 to 4 the other day. So it's like I get home late, So it's just, but that's how we decided. Now you may have maybe your husband, he only works, I don't know, part-time or something, but makes good money doing that. He probably will do a little bit more than I do. It's based up on your particular marriage and how it operates. But in no marriage or no example or no scenario should one of the individuals do 100% of the household chores or cooking.
There's times where he gets off at 7 and I don't want to cook, and he still cooks for me. I get off at 5, he gets off at...
Yeah, I be just throwing something together because I don't be feeling like cooking either. I just put like eggs and bacon on the thing.
Sometimes
something
when
quick, man.
Like we have gotten bad about, I don't want to cook, you don't want to cook, let's go get something to eat.
Yeah, that's coming to a halt right there.
We haven't done that much lately.
Yeah, it has been better.
Especially with me trying to lose weight.
Yeah.
Oh, when I was pregnant, it was bad.
Yeah.
Like every other day.
Yeah.
On a side note, Nyla's about to be 9 months and I'm gonna cry.
9 months, huh? Well, Nyla, you're getting up there. Man, I just want to say thank you to everyone for watching. Thank you so much for everyone. And if there's anything in the video, man, that we said, because this is, like I said, this is a controversial topic, actually. But if there's anything, man, comment below, man. Comment if there's anything, we said that maybe you don't agree with or something like that. Comment below, man. And I'll try my best to respond. But the main takeaway, I might have said some controversial things in the video, but the main takeaway the main thing I wanted you to take away is no person should be doing 100% of household chores. Hopefully we all can agree on that. And I think that's what my wife was saying too.
Some people, never mind.
But okay, well. But anyway, man, thank y'all so much for watching this video. Please like this video. Please comment on this video. Please subscribe. Please turn on post notifications so you can be notified anytime Ashley and Titus post a video. Nyla says bye.
Hold on. Smile. Show them her 4 teeth.
Well, baby, that's gonna be.
No, she's just smiling.
Honey, hopefully you can see it. Okay, there goes. It's hard. Like, yo, I just don't want her to cry. She's gonna. Nyla, please. Okay. Well, she has 4 teeth. But Nyla says bye. My wife says bye.
Bye.
And I do. Peace out. We'll see you in the next one.
Hi.